Welcome back to the Movie Draft House. I'm your host Mark. It's another 5-minute review, and in today's review, we're going to be talking about the recently released in theaters film, the Detective Comics film, Blue Beetle. It's directed by Angel Manuel Soto, who doesn't have much to his filmography. He's got two previous films. Both in indie titles, lesser low budget films, but he directs this one, and it stars Zolo Maridueña as the main character, Jaime Reyes, who becomes Blue Beetle, and it also stars Bruna Marquenze, the voice of Becky G, George Lopez, Susan Sarandon as the bad guy, Raul Max Trujillo. Don't cancel me for mispronouncing names. As another bad guy. But this so Blue Beetle is the first. Let me see if I can get it right. The first James Gunn produced. He's credited as a producer here, I believe, on this film, and it's his first. It's the first film he's had his hands on since becoming the guy at for Warner Brothers, manning the DCEU, and it's fine. The movie it's a little long for my liking as a superhero film, an origin story, but it doesn't really feel long. And I guess I was contradicting myself, but it's a little over 2 hours long, and for the story we get, I feel if the film's going to be 2 hours, we can spend a little bit more on character development. We get a little bit of Jaime's backstory, but not enough. And this film is very much an ensemble film. Jaime's he returns home to the fictional city of, why can't I remember? Anyways, it's this big city in the DC lore. What the name is this fucking movie or city? And he comes back after graduating college, and I guess he graduated with his bachelor's degree, and he returns home to find out that his family is struggling. His dad lost his job. The house that he grew up in is getting ready. They're getting ready to be evicted from, and his dad had a heart attack while he was in college, and nobody told him because they didn't want to burden him because he was away. Anyways, Palmyra City, that's it, Palmyra City, big city. And so this has this movie because it prominently features Hispanic actors. It details. It's directed by a Hispanic director, and it has a ton of heart. That's what I can say about this film. Is it's got a ton of heart. The CG is pretty good, and it had $125 million budget too. And it doesn't look like it's going to make that back, which is unfortunate because I want to see more from this character. I want to see more from the family. And the grandma here steals the show. George Lopez steals every scene that he's in. A ton of heart between Lopez and Jaime Reyes' character. So it's not. I don't necessarily want to recommend it, but I've seen worse. So it's right on the edge for me. It's a fine origin story. It's a little bit of a fresh air. It has great representation. So for all of that, I guess I will recommend it. Anyways, hit the subscribe button below so you don't miss any future content. Make sure you're following us on all of your favorite social media platforms. We're on Twitter. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram, here on YouTube. Make sure you're following the podcast on all your streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcast. Our episodes release weekly on Thursdays, so make sure you hit us up there so you don't miss anything, and we'll catch you next time.